Now I had this whole video edited already, but Ronnie2K just dropped this and Rep is back. So I had to throw it in the very front of the video because I am so excited and I know y'all boys will be too. We got seasons and we got Rep at the same time, but let's get on to the actual video. So Mike Wang went on a tweeting frenzy earlier telling us pretty much everything we need to know about NBA 2K24. And he spoke about a whole lot of important gameplay changes, so we ain't gonna waste no time. But starting off with Adrenaline, this is what he had to say. Adrenaline boosts are back but have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more engaging at the same time. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances, giving elite ball handlers much more freedom to create off the bounce. But boosts will disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a job attempt. The cost of losing Adrenaline is different this year as well. Instead of dramatically slowing the ball handler's movement, losing Adrenaline would now heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can clamp the ball handler down and bump them 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring even if they manage to get free. And in my opinion, if they're gonna keep Adrenaline, this is the best possible thing they could have did. Because not only is it gonna help defense out, which is much needed, it's also gonna make sure we're not moving like a snail after doing 3 speed boosts. And of course, with offense Adrenaline comes defense Adrenaline, and this is what Mike Wang had to say about that. Steal and block attempts will consume Adrenaline bars on defense. First bar gone, minus 20% block steal rating. 2 bars gone, minus 40% nerf, and the 3rd bar gone equals a minus 75% nerf to your block and steal rating. So all that spamming and jumping you see people do, that's not gonna work in 24. And while we're on the defensive topic, this is what Mike Wang had to say about the contest system. The contest system changed a lot. The main highlights greater emphasis on body position instead of just hand location. Big reason for the ghost contest complaints last year. Heavier penalties for being carded at the start of the shot and less for out of position late closeout. And I really hope this is true because last year a 6'9" could just look at you and you would be 20% contested. But Mike didn't only mention the contest system. He had this to say about paint defense as well. Paint defense was a major focus and was reported as the biggest gameplay improvement from our external playtest session. I think we have a really good balance right now. I ain't gonna lie, if there's one thing in this video that you make sure you don't get hype over, let it be this, because he has said paint defense is better every single year, and every year it seems about the same. But he did say external playtest this time, so this could be actual Pro 2K League players testing it, and if that's the case, it probably is better. But getting away from defense a little bit and transitioning into takeovers, this is what Mike Wang had to say about the new takeover system. Another change now comes to takeover abilities, as these are no longer assigned during the build phase. Instead, takeovers will now be decided in real time equipped to individual attributes. So what this means is you will be able to have slash and takeover, sharp takeover, defensive takeover, any takeover you want on any build. And you will actually fill up different takeover meters while you're playing park, rec, or whatever. So if you're shooting threes, you're most likely gonna fill up your sharp take first, but if you're dunking a lot, you might get that slash and take first. And he also said that you would have physicals takeover as well that will boost your speed, vertical, and etc. And to add on to this, Zach2K had asked, do ratings exceed the 99 cap in takeover on NBA 2K24? And Mike Wang responded, yes, takeover can boost your rating over 99 and it will make a difference. And I ain't gonna lie, this is actually really cool to hear, because if you had a 99 dunk or something in past 2Ks, your takeover don't boost you extremely high. While say if you had an 85 or an 86 attribute rating or something like that, you would be getting a bigger boost because you couldn't exceed the 99 limit. So that was cool to hear. But moving on to shooting, someone had asked if 2K24 was gonna be green or mid, and Mike Wang responded with whites would not go in on Hall of Fame, rec, or park. And I couldn't find the other tweet, but he followed this up by saying in play now, my team, stuff like that where you don't know everybody's jump shot, whites will go in. So I think that's a pretty good balance. Of course, in my team, you're not gonna know every single player's shot, but on your mod player, you should be able to green every single time you're open. And to add on to this, Badge Plug had asked, does shooting have a pure green window in 2K24 like 2K19? If you had a certain rating plus jump shot, timing the shot right meant it was always green if open. And Mike Wang responded, yes, the green window is pure and will be a guaranteed make if you hit it. Heavily contested shots may still look like full white misses, but that's just an artifact of the art. There will always be a green window on every shot attempt. So this means full whites are finally gone in 2K24. If you're open and you hit your green window, 100 out of 100 times you will hit the shot. And I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the things I was most happy about because we've had problems with full whites for so long, and in a green or miss game, full white should not be there. But Mike Wang had even more to say about shooting. Your opponents and teammates won't see your shot meter online in NBA 2K24. But my advice is to turn off the shot meter as soon as you learn your timing, because shot meter off increases your green window size by 20%. I think you used to get like a 5% boost for turning your shot meter off, so getting a 20% boost now is insane. Definitely a W in my opinion. But one of the biggest things we wanted to know about shooting, especially if you've been on next gen all year, is if there's gonna be a whole lot of different shot timers. And Mike Wang touched on this by saying variable shot timers has been toned down for 2K24. Also, we changed the shot timing impact shooting attribute to shot timing stability. Higher stability grades will further dampen the effect of fatigue or defense on your shot speed. So yeah, there will be different shot speeds, and that was kind of disappointing, but I feel like when he says that it is toned down, it's gonna be more like the old shooting. Because when you got contested and stuff in the older 2Ks, your shot speed changed a little bit too. It just wasn't as much as it was on 2K23. But the main thing for me is if I'm standing still wide open with max stam, am I actually gonna get the same jump shot every time? That's the most important thing, and Mike hasn't answered it yet. But he continued on saying it's to your benefit to create a jumper with the highest grades you can, but you can still be successful with lower grade shots. Defensive immunity is one I'd recommend paying attention to. It can have a stronger effect than most things. So pretty much the higher your grades of your jump shot, the less changing your jump shot speed and stuff will do when it comes to defense and fatigue. If you have a super high defensive immunity and you get 5% contested, you're probably gonna have the exact same jump shot as when you was wide open, and you'll be able to time it. But if you have a really low defense immunity on your jump shot and you try to shoot somebody's face, you're probably gonna get a different jump shot speed. Something else that will be tied into this is most likely gonna be 3-point rating. And Mike said for those asking what rating you need to be consistent depends on your skill and shot IQ. Some will be deadly with the 75 3-point rating, while others will go 1 for 10. Try out the build tester or 2KU with different NBA players on Hall of Fame to get an idea for what you need for your build. Now I ain't gonna lie, the 75 rating is what he said for 2K21 current gen, and y'all know it was hard to shoot in that game. So if you are a casual 2K player, I suggest on y'all's first build going with at least an 85-3 just to get the feel of shooting before you go lower. I know he said 75, but it's just risky at the start of 2K, especially if you're only making one build to go ahead and put it at a 75. I would go up to at least an 85. But moving on to dribbling, and my dribble heads are gonna love this. This is what Mike Wang had to say. He was responding to somebody's tweet and he says, yes, and pro play has given us a ton more. I think we're up from 2K23's 37 to about 156. So going from 2K23's 37.6, they are up to 150 right now. That should mean we'll have so many good dribble moves, and there will be a variance to everybody's dribbling. Y'all know in 2K23, it pretty much feels like 90% of the people dribble the same. That shouldn't be a problem with that many dribble moves. And he added on to this by saying, try out different breakdown combos. There are 100 to choose from. Sig double crosses are equipable now. Stand and snatchback has been changed and is now tied to the step back package. And definitely learn how to use the blowout properly. Branching generally way more responsive in 2K24. So we got us 156, 100 different combos, new equipable animations, and some new feature called a blowout. And the blowout is something to do with speed boosting. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I seen where he had said something about it. He also went to say there will be some seasonal releases, but the vast majority of gameplay animations will be available on day one. 2K24 also features the largest Wild Wild Sig animation upgrade we've done in recent memory thanks to Pro Play. And I think it's huge that we'll have most Sigs on day one, bro. I hate waiting until August to get some of the best stuff that I like to use. I never knew where 2K was trying to go with that, because why not give us most of our Sigs, especially the good ones, at the beginning of the game? And lastly, as I was making this vid, Uncle Demi just tweeted this. And if you don't know who Uncle Demi is, he's like head of the 2K Next Makers program, so he knows what he's talking about. Lots of you are asking me about quick stops, especially now that fades aren't as effective. But remember, let go of your NBA 2K23 strategies. You might not even need a quick stop in 2K24. This game is is set to offer an amazing level of freedom for dribbling that will truly let you shine on the court. Ankle breakers are making a comeback, and creating separation is entirely possible if your dribbling skills are up to par. Pro Play is introducing us to a new dimension of gameplay. Once NBA 2K24 is in your hands, you'll understand what I mean. And if you're still stuck in your 2K23 ways, maybe ask your stretch to switch to inside big and practice holding that circle button. Just saying. So it looks like if you're an ISOer in 2K24 and you know what you're doing, you're about to be going crazy. But right now, I want y'all to drop y'all's opinions down below and let me know what y'all think about today's news. In my opinion, he pretty much was saying everything that I wanted in 2K, and I really hope that it's as good as they were making it sound. But y'all let me know down below. That is it for me today. I'm gonna catch y'all boys next time, and I'm out. Peace.